Hi guys, today something special. I want to show you these two special coils. They are small. Well, you really think that? Not really. These are only an appetizer. Just nothing. Today's video will be about oversized RF power passive components used in high power military equipment, mostly Soviet military equipment, and former German Democratic Republic medical Diathermy equipment. German Democratic Republic was called in German DDR, Deutsche Demokratische Republik. Yeah? And you will see what I mean with large things. So let's go a little bit back and put these two away. Let's go more back. And boing! This is my first object I want to show you. It is, look at that. This is the battery. It's heavy. This is a coil, an oscillating coil, or coils, from a former German Democratic Republic Diathermy machine. That's a machine that generates something between, at that time, something between 27 and 30 megahertz, high power up to kilowatt radiation to heat parts of your body. Yeah, it's still used today, but I want to show you what they used in the 60s or 70s. Look at that. Let's go a little bit further near. This is a real thick coil. Let me show you how thick it is. Here, it's easier. This thing is 6 millimeter in diameter. Heavily silver plated and heavy. Look at these beautiful ceramic isolators. Look at that. Needless to say, I bought these things only because of their looks and probably because of the isolators. I have many of those. Perhaps I'll make a video of all the isolators I have. You will see how funny they look. Yeah? This look so massive. From the coil, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means probably what I said, 25 to 30 megahertz. 3 coils, 3 turns are used in FM transmitters. 5 of them are it's in the FM broadcast band, 88 to 108. 5 of them are somewhere at 60, and let's add 2 of them. We're at the 30, somewhere in between 25 and 30 megahertz. What do you say about that? The thing is, the camera does not show it nice. This thing is big, quite big. Imagine the power, the RF power that was generated with these coils. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful One moment. Ceramics. That's East Bloc, East German quality. Things that they build are built like tanks to last forever. Again, look, this video is all about some curiosities I want to show you. Big, high power, oversized RF components from medical equipment and Soviet power transmitters. So this is the first item from a medical diathermy device from the former German Democratic Republic. But if you think that this is big, boing, 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 watch this. Hey, what do you say about that? It's difficult to show it to you because it's so large. Look at that. Again, my small battery. Look how the battery looks in combination, in relation to that. Huge. That's a resonant circuit, probably an output tank that goes to the output coils of the diathermy device that radiates the short wave, the high power short wave to your body. That's a capacitor. Look at this capacitor. Huge capacitor, guys, huge. I don't want to short anything there. Everything is custom here. The nice, this very nice ceramic isolators. Everything is made custom for that. This one look like the previous one. Look at that. Look at this coil. This one is almost 25 millimeters wide. And it's difficult, very difficult to handle it. Let's see. And 2 millimeters thick. That's copper, highly plated, silver plated. This is because this is why it's black. It's oxidized. Look at that. This thing is molto huge. A real tank. And what we see here, this looks so small, really? This is a 650 watt East Bloc, former German East Bloc tube, a triode. I will show it to you later. This one was used, two of them were used in this diathermy device with this thing as an output coil, output resonance. It's so difficult to hold this thing, yeah. But anybody interested what the resonant frequency of this thing is? Let's have a look. Okay, let's check the resonant frequency of this thing. For that, I'm using my grid tip meter, the Leader LDM 815. I made a whole video a couple of months ago for that. I'm using the coil for up to 47 megahertz because I know that this is in this frequency range. As you can see here, there are many more coils. So let's take a look. First thing, when we turn it on, we turn it on to 3/4 of the scale. Now we go inside like that, and turning the dial, we see where the dip will be. Here we have a dip. Whoops, I'm already over it. It's a little bit. So here we are, more or less. And what do we see? It is the green scale we have here, 30 megahertz, more or less, yeah, 30 megahertz. By the way, this is the way you use a dip meter. Let me show it to you a little bit more closer. I'm turning the scale again. Very, very slow. That needs some practice. Okay, maximum here. And again, more or less 30 megahertz. So this thing resonates at 30 megahertz. Let's put it away. And that's out. Now I will show it to you a little bit free-handed. Yeah, much better. Look at that. Look at the beautiful design of this thing. Look at that. Large, large, large. Everything is large here. And heavy. These massive coils. Sorry if it takes too long, but for me this thing is really massive, and these are things you not see every day. I cannot imagine that, at least, let's say so, yeah. Look. Let's continue with the next piece I have to show you. I think most of you are familiar with such things. It's a variable capacitor. Wing, wing, wing. It's a nice one. This thing comes from the MRI switching PCB, antenna switching PCB I showed you in a previous video. And I measured it, and it's between 10 and 170 picofarads. But why I'm showing to you that? That's not huge. That's not really big. That's nothing. I know. But what do you say about that? Hey, big Bertha boy. Look at this thing. A motorized, high voltage, high power, high everything capacitor, variable capacitor. Again, look, size comparison, yeah? You know what this reminds me? In the 80s, there was a film, Crocodile Dundee. And Paul Hogan was, I think, in New York or something in the USA, and was attacked from some guys with a knife. And when Paul Hogan saw the knife, imagine this is the knife, he said, "Really? That's a knife?" Then he took out his knife, that was the same one like Dave Jones had when he opened the packages, and said, "That's a knife." So, sorry, I had to tell that, I had to say that, because this is exactly what it reminded to me. Look, 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 look. Look how complicated, how beautiful made this whole thing is. Again, I will make that free-handed to see it. I just want to show you this, the plate itself. It's a one-phase motor, 125 volts, and needs a 1 microfarad starter capacitor. I don't know why 125 volts, because in the former German Democratic Republic, you see here, DDR, it was 220, 230. So I don't know why 125. I don't know. Let me show you this thing a little bit more free-handed. So let's explore it. It is difficult to see it because it's so large. Again, beautiful custom-made ceramics for isolation. This stator and the rotor plate, 2 stators. It's like a butterfly, you see here, and 2 rotors. Very, 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 very nice made. Look at that. And heavy, as everything of these things. You wanna see it running? Okay, let's do it. To see it running, first of all, we have to turn on my trusty isolation transformer and current limited variac. Let's go a little bit back with the limitation. Let's turn on the variac. The variac is this display. Let's go to something of 36 volts, yeah? Just a little. Here I have already connected one of the leads, and that's the second lead. And it starts to rotate. But this thing should go up to 125 volts. You hear it getting louder, faster. Yeah, that's turbo. That's the maximum. So it turns from clockwise, and if I remove on the other side, counterclockwise. This is the maximum speed. Again, and the other side. It draws 67 milliamps. Nice, huh? Again, this thing was in the Diathermy device, short-wave Diathermy device from the former German Democratic Republic that I showed you before, the other equipment. I have 2 of them. They are slightly different in capacity, but this is how it looks. And you think it's over? No, no. I have 2 things more to show you. So, you ready? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. No, that's not a tube. You see that? This is heavy. This has 2 kilograms or 3 kilograms or more. This is an high voltage, high power vacuum variable capacitor from the former Soviet Republic. Soviet bloc. Military. I will show it to you near that, a little bit more detailed. And at this point, we reached the time that I want to say, if you like what you see, wing wing. If you like my content, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Please hit the like button and the bell button, ring the bell, so you get informed or notified when I have uploaded new videos or new content. This helps me a lot to show you more things, and guys, believe me, I have so many things to show you. I'm all about unusual stuff, electronic stuff, high power, high voltage, high everything, yeah? Or extremely miniature stuff that we will see in the future on some designs I made. So please subscribe my channel, help me to grow the channel, to can show you more of these things. But back to this capacitor. This thing is heavy, you can make a workout, yeah? Look, the data of this capacitor. Wrong side. Yep, here it is. That's the name of it. It is rated 10 kilovolts, 10 kilovolts, yeah? And it's between 10 and 500 picofarads. On the other side, we have the rhomb symbol, that means military. OTK, it's a quality stamp, but this thing is military. And it works like that you turn it and this thing goes in and out of the one plate of the capacitor. This looks like an accordion. This is pressed together. Look, it's getting smaller and smaller. It's pressed together and this thing comes out. If I turn it on the other side, it's not that easy. It goes in. This thing is one of a few that were in a high power shortwave equipment of the former Soviet military. Heavy. Why I took it, why I bought it. I bought it from, I think, a couple of years ago here, from Ukraine. I wanted to use it to tune the primary coil of a large Tesla coil. But guess what? This thing never happened. I just have it to watch it, to see it, because I like it. It looks good. It is a discussion piece. Yeah. And I have it in my collection, that's it. And if I need it, it's here. What you say? Look. And battery again. This is the battery. Let's make it a little bit closer to see the size. Of course, this is the video. This the video is all about huge, oversized, high power, high voltage RF equipment, RF components. Imagine that. 10 kilovolts up to 1 amps or more. This thing is deadly, of course. And additional, the massive amount of RF power in kilowatts. Yeah. But if you stayed with me till now, it's time to see the light. And I will show you what I mean. Let's put that on side. And take this thing that I want to show you. It looks better like that, I think. The only thing are the cables that are not very interesting. Yeah. This is a bonus. I didn't plan to show it to you because I wanted to make a dedicated video with tubes, high power tubes, but hey guys, I have so many of them. They look so different, all of them. I will show you how this thing looks when it lights up. Again, let's see it near. It's an SRS 360. It's a triode on this Diathermy equipment. There were 2 of them in push-pull. Each of them can deliver at least 650 watts at 3 kilovolts. The heater is 5 volt. That's nothing. But 14 amps. Yeah, 14 amps. Look what I want to show you. I'm using this high power power supply. It can deliver up to 32 volts, up to 32 amps. For now, I've set it to 4 volts because I don't want to go full berserk in this tube, because the heaters hadn't been lit up quite for a long time. I go with 4 volts. And let's turn it on. Immediately, we are at 11.5 amps at 4 volts. You see that? I have to be quite fast because this thing gets really hot really fast. Yeah. Let's go a little bit nearer. Look how nice it glows. And now we go up to 5 volts. In steps. 4.5, 4.6, 7, 4.8, 4.9, 5 volts. You see, it's getting red hot and much more bright. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Everything is glowing. Wow, it's getting hot. I have to be careful where I touch it. No touchy, if hot. So, that was the last thing I wanted to show you. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye. Sorry, I want to show you something, how it turns down, how it looks when I turn off the voltage, the heater voltage. Whoa. That's it. Bye bye guys. Cheers.